Have you ever wanted to engage your entire class in an internet lesson, but found your desktop computer monitor screen was just too small to have everybody gather around? Or maybe you have a great Microsoft PowerPoint presentation you would like to beef up and make interactive. Using the latest technology and interactive whiteboards may just be what you're looking for. The old-fashioned way of teaching had instructors using blackboards and dusty chalk. Teachers stood in front of a classroom full of students and started writing. There was nothing interactive about it. But now, with modern technological tools, you can engage your students and help them see what you are teaching, emphasizing key terms or concepts and keeping their attention. You can even save your notes for the afternoon class and not worry about someone brushing against the board. Suddenly, students can see anything that you see on your computer right from where they sit in your classroom. For instance, use a document camera to show a writing sample that has multiple grammar and spelling errors. Have students volunteer to come up to the interactive whiteboard to make corrections using a digital pen. Or, if you want to prepare a PowerPoint slide presentation ahead of time, you can use actual student writing samples you have scanned in. It's time to think of ways you might have students use the interactive whiteboard. Write down some ideas before we continue. Using an interactive whiteboard that connects to a computer or laptop and projector gives you the ability to not only share your ideas, but to allow your students to interact with the concepts presented as well. Because interactive whiteboards are touch-sensitive, your finger acts as a mouse to move seamlessly through computer applications, creating a focal point in your classroom. With specially designed electronic pens using digital ink, you can write, draw, and highlight on the board in multiple colors, convert your handwriting to text, and then with a few taps of your finger, save everything for the afternoon class. Use different colors to draw attention to key concepts. Making the state of Ohio yellow while the rest of the United States is green, for instance, takes a learner's eyes directly to the state being referenced. Prior to teaching a reading lesson, scan some text from a Basel reader into a PowerPoint presentation or Word document, but leave out key vocabulary. When it's time for reading, have students open their books and read a page. Then project the scanned page with blanks onto the interactive whiteboard. Now students can find the missing words and come up and fill in the blanks using a digital pen. Interactive whiteboards can be used as electronic flip charts. You can start with a blank page, just like you would with a paper flip chart, and simply begin writing with digital pens or typing on your connected computer keyboard. The handwriting can be captured and converted to text and saved. By saving written material and notes, teachers are able to record their instructions so that students can review it at a later date. Students who need to have material repeated or students who are absent can be given the opportunity to see a lesson presented again in the same way it was originally taught. A printout can be sent home with the student, or parents and students can access the uploaded material from a classroom website. Students in upper grades can use flash drives to copy the lesson and then view it at home later. This can be a great time-saving device, as well as a tool that will keep lessons consistent. Being able to save lessons along with class notes gives instructors opportunities to review what is being taught and to update and revise the material to make it even more effective for future presentations. Formative assessments can be reviewed with students after being graded, and data can be compared to the original presentation to see where any problem areas lie. Are you starting to see the benefits of engaging students in interactive whiteboard activities? Answer this question before moving on. Interactive whiteboards can be made even more interactive by giving students the opportunity to use a classroom response system. Such a system consists of individual handheld remotes and specialized software used with an infrared or radio transmission receiver. The system allows teachers to present material and then receive immediate feedback from students, much like audience response systems used to poll the audience on shows like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? For example, you can project PowerPoint-type lessons to teach students. Then you can immediately check for understanding using a classroom response system in conjunction with your interactive whiteboard. This combination makes a powerful learning tool and can be extremely useful in gathering formative and summative data on individual students or groups. It's time to test your understanding of a classroom performance system. Please answer this question, and then we'll continue with the lesson. Here is one way interactive whiteboards can be beneficial over the use of individual PCs or laptops. Let's say a teacher wants to teach spreadsheet construction. All students at once would be able to see what their spreadsheet should look like. Students could follow instructions by watching the teacher use a finger as a mouse rather than having to watch, listen, and then keep up on their own computer with what the teacher is demonstrating. All in all, interactive whiteboards can help you combine the best practices of effective teaching by using technology to work for you. Remember, even the best technology cannot substitute for an incredibly skilled teacher. Use your creativity and interactive whiteboards as a teaching tool to really engage your students in cutting-edge activities. Here are some real-life examples of how the concepts discussed in this lesson could be used in a classroom, either as a teaching tool or an administrative aid.